how often you use your putter during a normal round. Research shows that over 40% of all the shots are hit with the putter, which obviously makes it the most used club in the bag. Over 40%! That's unbelievable. So the question is why we don't spend more time to find the right putter rather than looking for the right driver or even the irons. We're going to discuss this together with our expert Alex Wrigley in this episode of Golf Talk with Dormy. So first of all, Alex, putter. Are you a good putter?
You know, I've been known to hole a few putts. Can be hot and cold, like with everybody. But yeah, I think a combination of technique and getting the right putter has made me a decent putter over the years.
And knowledge about putters, you're not lacking that?
No, I've done a lot of research over the years to find my own, and within that, you know, pretty much learned everything about the topic.
But it's a big topic. Where do we start?
We probably start with what type of head design. And there's basically two types. You've got a mallet putter and a blade putter. The mallet putter is a larger footprint, often has bigger alignment lines on. Some would say easier to line up.
Some would say ugly.
Some would say ugly, exactly. It's an acquired taste, and you've got to find the right one for you. But there's no questioning that off-centre hits are more forgiving on both speed control and start direction. But it's hard to beat that blade. The blade looks great, it's easier to use off the green, and a well-struck putt out the middle of a blade definitely feels the best.
So what's your best advice between choosing between the two of them?
I think most people probably should be in a mallet putter just because of the centerness of strike. A lot of people find it hard to consistently hit the center of the club face, and then you need as much forgiveness as you can.
Some say that the mallet is better for shorter putts, but the blade is better for longer putts. Right or wrong?
The data shows that the mallet is best for shorter and longer putts, but on the longer putts, the blade can definitely have a nice feel to it and feel like you have a bit more of a pendulum action with that. So I think there's a little bit of truth in the statement.
But you also get a clue if you're looking at the tour players.
Exactly.
A lot of mallets out there.
A lot of mallets out there, and I can tell you that they hit the center of the face very consistently, and they're still choosing mallet putter. I think now it must be over half of the tour pros using a mallet. Still a lot of blades out there, and some of the best putters do use blades, but the benefits of the mallet putter are starting to tip the scales a bit.
All right, what's next? Shaft length.
Shaft length, yes, and shaft offset as well. First, shaft length, pretty much all the manufacturers are offering 33 to 35 inch in length. The reason for this is, after doing their research, they've found that this pretty much fills the spectrum of putters. Depending on your putting posture and depending on your arm length and your height, will depend on if you're in a 33, 34 or 35. But if you start going shorter than this or longer than this, there's a few more variables come into play. Head weight becomes a big thing. If you don't get the head weight right, it's going to affect the launch and the speed control. Secondly, the shaft offset. Shaft offset is something that a lot of people don't understand, and it can really work to your favor if you know what to look for. If you tend to aim the putter to the left slightly, or if you are right eye dominant, a center shaft or a small offset can really help that alignment out, and vice versa. A more offset putter can help if you aim a little bit to the right or if you're left eye dominant.
All right. Talking about aiming, there are some help to find on the putter heads there as well. What's your take on those?
I think that just because of the area of the mallet size, I think that they offer the best alignment tools. And there's a variety of different lines. Some lines go all the way to the ball, some lines start a little further back. It's a little bit of a preference thing. But I think the more alignment aids on the putter, generally it's a little easier to aim. So if you do struggle with your alignment, maybe you should look at a mallet putter with a few more aids on there.
All right, we covered almost all bases now, I think.
Yes.
Inserts.
Last one, inserts. And the insert, again, is something that people maybe don't understand much about it, but the insert can really help you with your speed control depending on your stroke style. If you're someone who likes to accelerate through the putt and have a little bit higher ball speed, a softer insert can help. Typically, if you're playing on faster greens, a softer insert can help. But if you're someone who has a really nice pendulum stroke, or you're playing on slightly slower greens, a harder insert or no insert will get that ball traveling forward a bit easier.
All right, a lot of talk here, but any final words maybe?
Just that putter fitting is, important, and using these tips, hopefully you can find a putter that you can aim good and feels good off the face. Once you find the good one, stick with it again, just like the ball.
Thank you, Alex. And we hope that we made it easier for you to find the right putter. Check out our wide range online. And thank you for watching this episode of Golf Talk with Dormy.